Ever wondered why labor pain is considered one of the most intense pains a human can experience? This fascinating question leads us into the complex world of childbirth, where biology and emotion intertwine in extraordinary ways. Labor pain is like a puzzle, unique to each individual. It's a symphony of sensations, orchestrated by the body's natural processes, amplified by the emotional intensity of bringing a new life into the world. Biologically, labor pains are the result of powerful uterine contractions, pressure on the cervix, and the stretching of birth canal. But it's not just about biology. Emotions play a critical role too. The anticipation, excitement, and sometimes fear can all influence how a woman experiences labor pains. And here's another twist. Labor pains can vary not just from person to person, but also from pregnancy to pregnancy. Yes, the same woman can have vastly different experiences with each child she bears. But what if there were ways to manage these pains? Let's hear from parents who've been there. We spoke to several parents about their experiences with labor pains. Here's what they had to say. First up, we have Jane. She recalls her labor as a time of intense yet manageable discomfort. She says the pain was like waves coming and going. For her, the anticipation of meeting her baby helped her stay positive and focused. Then there's Robert, a father who watched his partner go through labor. He describes the experience as a roller coaster ride, filled with anticipation, worry, and immense joy. He was amazed by the strength and resilience his partner showed during labor. Next, we have the story of Lisa, who had a completely different experience. She describes her labor pain as excruciating, something she was not prepared for. She remembers feeling overwhelmed, but the support from her partner and the medical team helped her get through it. We also spoke to Emily, who chose a home birth. She describes her labor as a powerful and transformative experience. The pain was intense, but she felt in control and supported by her midwife and family. Lastly, we have the experience of Samir. As a same-sex partner, he was fully involved in the surrogate's labor process. He talks about the emotional pain of watching someone else endure physical pain on his behalf, a unique perspective that broadens our understanding of labor pains. As we listen to these stories, it's clear that labor is as unique as the individuals experiencing it. There's no universal way to describe it, and it's influenced by numerous factors. These factors can include the person's pain threshold, the baby's position, the length of labor, and even the emotional environment. The common thread in all these narratives, however, is the indomitable human spirit, the strength to endure, the ability to support, and the power to bring new life into the world. It's a story of love, resilience, and an experience that changes you forever. As we can see, everyone's experience with labor pain is unique, but it's not all doom and gloom. Many of our interviewees found remedies that helped them manage their labor pains. As we delve further into the experiences of parents, it's interesting to see how each individual navigated the intense waves of labor pain. Some found solace in the rhythm of their breath, using deep, slow breathing techniques to ride the waves of contractions. Inhale, exhale, repeat. This simple rhythm became a lifeline, helping them to stay present and focused amidst the chaos. Others turned to movement, swaying, rocking, or bouncing on an exercise ball. These gentle movements can help to ease tension, allowing the body to relax and work with the contractions rather than against them. It's a dance of sorts, a rhythmic sway in tune with the body's own rhythm. Water therapy, such as a warm bath or shower, was another popular choice. The warmth and buoyancy of the water can provide a comforting, soothing environment, helping to alleviate the intensity of the contractions. It's a bit like slipping into a warm, comforting hug when you need it most. And then, of course, there were those who opted for medical interventions, such as epidurals, a form of regional anesthesia that can provide significant pain relief. This option isn't for everyone, but for those who choose it, the relief can be profound. For some, the combination of remedies worked best, intertwining breathing techniques with movement, water therapy, or medical interventions. It's a testament to the fact that there is no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to managing labor pains. Each person's journey is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. So, whether it was through the power of breath, the rhythm of movement, the comfort of water, or the relief of medical interventions, these parents found ways to navigate the intensity of labor pain. Their stories remind us that while labor can be a challenging journey, it's also one that can be navigated with the right tools and techniques. From breathing techniques to epidurals, there are plenty of options for pain management during labor. To better understand these remedies, we reached out to medical experts for their take. When it comes to labor pain remedies, the opinions of medical professionals are as varied as the remedies themselves. However, there is a common thread running through their advice: the importance of individualized care. Dr. Sarah Thompson, an obstetrician with over 20 years of experience, emphasizes this point. Every woman experiences labor differently, she says, and so what works for one might not work for another. She recommends a holistic approach, one that takes into consideration not just physical pain, but also emotional and psychological well-being. Pain relief during labor is not just about reducing pain, but also about enhancing the overall birth experience. This is the viewpoint of midwife Hannah Mitchell, who has delivered more than 1,000 babies. Pain relief methods should be empowering, she says. They should help women feel in control, not just of their pain, but of their labor and birth experience as a whole. This sentiment is echoed by Dr. David Lang, a specialist in anesthesiology. He believes that pain management should be a collaborative effort between the medical team and the woman in labor. He goes on to say that while epidurals are a highly effective form of pain relief, they're not the only option. There are numerous other methods such as breathing exercises, movement, and even hypnobirthing that can be just as effective for some women. However, all experts caution against blindly following trends or popular advice. Dr. Thompson warns, not all remedies are safe for every woman or every pregnancy. It's important to discuss these options with your healthcare provider. In the end, it's about finding what works best for you. Midwife Mitchell advises, trust your body, listen to it, it knows what it needs. As our experts have explained, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to managing labor pains. There are numerous myths surrounding labor pain and its remedies. Let's debunk a few of them. First off, a common myth is that the more painful your labor, the healthier your baby will be. This is not true. The intensity of labor pain varies widely among women and is not a reliable indicator of the baby's health. So if you're experiencing less pain, it doesn't mean your baby is any less healthy. Another myth is that natural remedies for labor pain are always safer than medical interventions. While it's true that natural remedies can be beneficial, they should not be seen as inherently safer. Every method, whether natural or medical, has potential risks and benefits that should be thoroughly discussed with a healthcare professional. A third myth is that pain during labor is entirely physical. In reality, the experience of pain is complex and involves both physical and emotional components. Fear, anxiety, and the lack of support can intensify the perception of pain. So, it's crucial to address emotional well-being along with physical comfort during labor. The fourth myth we're tackling is that epidurals always slow down labor. While it's true that some women may experience slower labor after receiving an epidural, it's not a universal rule. Many women find that an epidural allows them to relax and conserve energy, which can actually aid in the progression of labor. Lastly, there's a myth that once you've had a painful labor, you're doomed to have the same experience again. This is not necessarily the case. Every pregnancy and labor are unique, and many factors can influence the level of pain you feel. So, if your first labor was painful, don't assume the next one will be the same. By debunking these myths, we hope to alleviate some of the fears and misconceptions surrounding labor pain and its remedies. However, it's important to remember that everyone's experience with labor pain is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. And remember, when it comes to labor pain, everyone's experience is different. As we've heard today, labor pain is a complex topic with no easy answers. It's a unique experience, different for every person. We've taken a deep dive into the myriad of remedies available, from traditional methods to modern medical interventions. Each approach has its own merits and potential drawbacks, emphasizing the importance of informed choice. We've also shed light on commonly held myths, dispelling misinformation to provide a clearer picture. It's crucial to remember that not everything you hear is true, and it's always best to consult with healthcare professionals. In this journey, we've discovered that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. The right answer depends on individual comfort, health condition, and personal preference. So, whether you're considering a hot bath, a massage, or an epidural, remember, it's your journey. You have the power to make the best decisions for yourself. Thanks for joining us as we explore the world of labor pains. Until next time, remember, every parent's journey is unique.